I'm not entirely sure how this has happened, but I seem to have got into 3D printing. Hi, I'm Simon, welcome back to the channel where we usually talk about photo and video stuff, but today we've gone a bit off-piste and we're going down a 3D printing route. I was thinking about getting a printer for years, but I never actually bought one until I saw this video from Adam Savage.
Ian Rigby is asking about entry-level 3D printers. Do I have any thoughts on bare bones, no frills, noob entry-level printer? Yeah, I love the Carbon A1 Mini. For $350 US, give or take, is that about right? What did I say?
Carbon.
Oh, I keep saying Carbon, I'm sorry, Bambu Lab.
$200. $200.
$200 for the A1 Mini. Oh my gosh, run and go get that. It's great, it's great, it's great.
That was just what I needed, a nudge in the right direction. And I'd waited so long, printers had progressed so much, they were now what I actually wanted them to be, a tool, something you could just use without having to constantly fiddle and tweak. I've had enough of that with FPV drones, thanks. And having somebody like Adam Savage vouch for a particular model sealed the deal. So enter the Bambu Lab's A1 Mini. And on a Black Friday deal, £169 felt like a risk worth taking. And I added on a few spools of filament and that was all I needed to start 3D printing, right? Wrong. We've all seen those YouTubers with their huge filament walls behind them, and I thought, that'll never be me. Red, blacks and white, that'll do me. That lasted about 2 days. I was back on the Bambu Lab store, clicking that add to cart button on different colours, different materials like TPU and PETG. Trust me, 3D printing is worse than Pokemon and Pringles combined. This is the first practical thing I ever printed, and it was kind of my justification for buying the printer in the first place. We've got an ancient clothes era here in the house. It's one of those fold-up metal ones. And the hinges and the feet on it were long gone. It was held together with zip ties and gaffer tape. So out came the calipers and into CAD I went, and before you know it, I had one of these things. It's not exactly earth-shattering product design, I know, but I'm new to this. In fact, I could imagine it and then turn it into something real that really gave me a taste for 3D printing. I went on to make more things around the house. I've got brackets holding things to the backs of doors now, I've printed towel holders, I've even printed some cable clips for the light stand that's behind the camera now. And it was then I discovered Gridfinity by YouTuber Zach Friedman. It's a modular system that allows you to store pretty much anything by printing pre-designed storage boxes or even designing your own. They all slot together in a grid. I'm generally a disorganised mess, but the idea of having a place for everything really appeals. So I printed some grids to go into the bottom of my IKEA annex drawers, and then printed bins to store everything I've got in this room. Storage for things like memory cards, batteries, even spare parts for the printer. And then I moved on to making my own design bins, things like mechanical pencil set, and storage for all the nuts and bolts and things I have in my drawer. And speaking of nuts and bolts, it's spread to my garage as well, so that massive bin everybody has with all the different screws they've got, that's now neatly organised. And it went from this travesty to this. And I'm not even going to mention what's on the wall behind the printers here, that's for another video. So the bottom line is, if you like the idea of owning a 3D printer, but you're worried you'll run out of things to print quickly and it's going to end up gathering dust, don't. Especially if you're willing to put in the time and learn some basic CAD skills. Being able to design and print a solution to your unique problem is just so satisfying. And don't worry about your entry-level printer being left by the wayside if you get something a bit meatier. My little A1 Mini there still gets as much use as it ever did, even with the big new X1 sitting next to it. Like I said at the top of the video, I usually do photo and video content, but if you like this 3D printing stuff and you want to see more, let me know in the comments. While you're down there, if you could drop a like and a subscribe, that would be great. But for now, that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.